How do I become the woman that believes in herself? That question is a question that I've asked myself multiple times because I know that the foundation belief has to be there, like in yourself, right? You have to believe in yourself in order for success to happen. How does that work? How do I become this person, this entrepreneur that believes in her own abilities? This is what I want to talk to you guys about today. If you're new to me, my name is Stephanie Zima. I'm the founder of the Walk It Free Mentorship Program, where we heal, connect, and level up. And we heal emotional mindset blocks and emotional barriers. We connect with our authentic selves and others around us, maybe our audience, maybe our children, maybe, people that are around us. We connect with our vision, with our purpose, with our mission and passion, and all the things that are required for you to show up on a regular, consistent basis. And we level up together in this mentorship program because we are taking consistent action, clear, consistent daily action to achieving those results. Okay. It's a complete transformation program, which is very, very worth it because every one of you deserves to be everything you want to be. Okay. It's not just about having the freedom of money and having the freedom of time and location and all the things we want for stepping into this entrepreneurial journey, but knowing who you are, feeling good inside your skin, feeling confident with your abilities. All these things are unpaid side effects and benefits of an entrepreneurial journey, and personal development is literally the foundation of it. So it's so worth it. If you haven't checked it out, do me a favor, check it out. If you also have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the like button and leave me a comment, introduce yourself. I would love to have a chat with you, kind of get to know you a little bit and see why you're here, how I can help you. Okay. All right. Now let's dive in. How do we become the person, the woman that we want to be? And the only thing that is standing in between what you want and where you are right now is actually you. I know truth hurts sometimes, right? When we know that. But here's the thing. It is really, really the case. If you are not you 100% coming with everything you've got, you are not going to make it. Okay. And that's why we're here. When we are holding ourselves back, we are not going to show up completely. And what happens is when we do that, people don't trust us. Now, sure, if you sell only to your friends, they maybe have a pity purchase. They maybe do this and just say, hey, I support your little business. But that does not really make a big difference in your bank account. But if you're here for financial freedom, if you're here to want to build a bigger business, if you want to have a lot of impact, okay, then you need to become the person that actually can handle that. You need to become the person. And if you are not trusting yourself fully and your capabilities and your visions, like if you don't trust yourself, then you are not going to take the action and you are not going to achieve the results that it will take. Okay. So if you have ever held yourself back, just know that it's probably because you're not fully trusting that you can do it. And that is where you need to start. Many people just try to gain skills. Okay. You're online all the time. You're probably here on YouTube right now trying to search for answers to why you are not doing the things that you're supposed to do. You know what you're supposed to do, but you're not doing them. Why? You're not doing them. Let me tell you, because there is something underneath it. It's a level below that is you do not trust that it's for you. You do not trust that it's something you can do. And you do not trust that other people will benefit from what it is that you're doing. There's something, belief inside of your paradigm, a belief, multiple beliefs, many beliefs, whatever, some people have one, some people have many. So it's all different. It's all unique. That is holding you back. And it all just stems to the fact that there is a lack of trust. Okay, so why self-belief is really the key for everything. That's what we're going to start with. Every goal, every success, every opportunity in life really starts with one thing: your belief. Your belief, whether or not you're capable of handling it. That's it. If you believe you can do it, you will do it. If you believe you can do it and it's possible, you will find solutions. You will find answers. You will find skills. You will find mentors. You will find tools. You will find the way. But if you don't believe that it's possible, even if it's down subconsciously inside of you, right? So, if it's right down there, little tiny doubt, you won't take the action. You just won't. Okay. The truth about self-doubt here really is that most women are waiting for proof, but belief comes first. Okay. We are looking for proof. We want proof that this thing will work. But what we're not realizing is that we need to believe that it works first. And that's really hard to do because we have to operate on faith. We have to operate on something we can't see. And that is tough for some people. Okay. We need to know. How do we know? Well, faith is something you can talk about. You can argue about it. Some people believe it. Some people don't believe it. Like faith is something that is just really tough for some people. To me, even though I am a God believer, right? I believe in God. I am going to church all the time. Like I am a Stephen minister for my local church. I couldn't operate my business based on faith that God will provide. I couldn't. There was a piece of doubt that I'm like, yeah, but I've asked God for many things and it just hasn't, like, how can I find trust? And I was working on this for a long time. And I came to the conclusion, and this is what I'm sharing with you, because maybe if I struggled, maybe you are struggling with that too, or wrestling with that. Okay. So here's what I found peace in. And this is where I started building the trust. I started trusting in myself. I was looking for proof that I could do it. So when I started traveling all the time, I did that out of intention. I did it very intentionally. I did it so I could prove to myself that I was able and capable to build a home anywhere. Okay. I took small little trips first, and then I took larger trips, and then I took bigger trips, and then I took a really big trip, right? And it was just the fact that I had to keep proving to myself that I could do it, that I could trust myself to figure it out. I didn't have all the answers all the time. I'm not perfect, right? I'm not God. But I could trust that I could figure it out. I built beliefs that if there's people, there's resources. So that's where I drew my proof from. So I was proving to myself that it will be possible. So therefore I could believe. Okay. And the same thing is with your business. Like if you do your job, you have to, yes, you have to have some skills. You need to know how to do lead generation. You need to have some brand awareness. You need to know some marketing. You need to know how to do recruiting. You need to do how to have some sales conversations. But you need to learn how to trust yourself. Okay? Because it's all just uncertain. Sales is uncertainty. Business is uncertain. Entrepreneurship is uncertain. And you need to find something that you can be certain about, and that is you. That is you. That's why investing in yourself in forms of mentorship will always be a really wise investment, because it builds your skills. Those skills can never be unlearned. Okay. Like once you have the skill internalized, you're not unlearning that. So the money is not gone. If you invest in mentorship, if you invest in sales, you are not losing that. Okay. That skill. All right. How lack of belief can actually keep you stuck. So if you don't believe, you start self-sabotaging, because you need to stay in this comfort system to stay safe. That's how your brain operates. That's what your brain is supposed to do. Your comfort zone is supposed to keep you safe, and therefore it's going to offer you self-sabotage. Instead of doing your reach outs right now, why don't we just watch some Netflix? Or you're really tired, maybe you should go to bed right now, because yes, and then it tells you all these lies. It says, by the way, you also needed to work on that sleep goal of yours. So therefore, you should rather sleep right now than doing the reach outs. And the next thing you know, you've broken the word to yourself. And here you have it again. You don't trust yourself because somehow you didn't believe that the action was actually worth it. And I know I wrestled with that also. When I do my reach outs, and especially cold reach outs, you sent the message, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is even worth it. Like, there's nothing coming out. But the problem is you've got to do it over and over and over again to see the results. Okay, because maybe you reach out and start 100 conversations, and only 20 of them will respond to you, and only 3 of them will actually sign up with you. But then those 3 will duplicate, and out of the sudden, those are going to be 9. Yeah, you just don't know. But if you would have not reached out to the 100, you would have never found those 3 that duplicated till 9. Okay, so you have to just do it over and over and over again. And so don't fall for the self-sabotage. Don't fall for it. Don't start overthinking anything. Don't start avoiding the things. Just keep doing them. Okay, now part number 2 here. The 3 things that keep you from trusting yourself. The 3 things that keep you from trusting yourself. Sorry, my cat just had to get out. Number 1, past experiences. Maybe you failed before, but that doesn't mean you're destined to fail again. Sorry, I also got to drink something. Let's start the section over. Cut. Part number 2. The 3 things that keep you from trusting yourself, okay? Number 1, your past experiences. Your past experiences is important. Maybe you have failed before, but that does not mean you're destined to fail again. Step number 2, part number 2 would be fear of judgment, right? You've conditioned to care what others are thinking. So when you grow up in your paradigm, you have been conditioned to care about the opinions of other people because your parents probably also did the same thing and they wanted you to care about that as well. It's time to actually break that cycle because it doesn't serve you anymore. When you're an entrepreneur, when you're in sales, it does not matter what the other people think about you. It does not matter what their opinions are, because that's maybe not for them. But you need to stay in your truth and do the things that you feel like you need to do in order to get to the end goal that you are needing to reach. Okay, so you got to learn how to really ignore everybody else's opinions and just stand in your truth and do it long enough so that it can cause and catch some traction. Okay, overthinking and perfectionism is what keeps you from trusting yourself. Don't let it happen. So past experiences, fear of judgment, and perfectionism and overthinking, those are the things that are keeping you from trusting yourself. You've got to really stand guard on your mind, okay? All right. Part number 3, how to build an unshakable self-belief. How should we do that? You need to rewrite your self-talk, your inner self-talk. Okay, first you need to become aware. That's what we were just doing. Become aware of it. Then you need to rewrite your inner self-talk. Catch the I am not good enoughs and replace them with I'll figure it out. So when I was traveling, I thought, I don't know if I can do that. And I just kept proving to myself that I could make a home anywhere and people are resources and I can figure it out. I kept telling myself over and over and I did it. And now I'm fine. I can go and travel anywhere because I will figure it out. Okay. Number 2 would be keep your small promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do it, do it. Do not get rid of it. Do it. You have to do it. Number 3, take the action before you feel ready. You'll never be ready. Okay, you'll never be ready. Just take the plunge. And you know what? Guess what? People are so busy these days. Nobody necessarily watches every single thing you're doing online. And even if you're making a mistake with the video, if you make a post that's not so great, if you make a reel that's not amazing, it doesn't matter. Just take the messy action anyway, because it will give you repetition. The more you do, the more you talk, the more you make, the more you reach out, the more conversations you have, the more you build that muscle. And it's not so much about the coming back, it's more of you building trust in yourself, in your skills, and therefore you are going to show up, you are going to make it, and you can trust yourself. That's why you're doing it. Okay, you're not necessarily doing it to sell something. You're doing it so you can build that muscle and trust inside of yourself, because that is the foundation for anything big. Can you imagine you're out of the sudden, you're waiting to be talking in front of a stadium of 5,000 people. Number one fear is public speaking, right? But if you want to be a sales trainer, if you want to be somebody that sells a lot of real estate, if you have to learn how to teach. And a teacher is a speaker, and the speaker is somebody that may be asked one day to talk in front of lots and lots of people. Okay, and that's where the big bucks is being paid. And also you kind of want that, right? You want financial freedom. So you've got to, even if you're a top earner in your company, if you're in network marketing, you're going to be asked to be a speaker. You're going to be asked to share your knowledge on the stage. So can you imagine if you would do this without speaking, without trying, without practicing? With you are started now with your welcome pack that you just bought, and now you're an entrepreneur, and now you're going to be asked to speak in front of 5,000 people? No, that's just not how it works. That's not how it goes. And you know that. You have to practice and practice and practice. And once you are comfortable with it, now people are going to start paying attention and say, wait a minute, she might be making a good speaker. She may connect with my audience, but how can you connect with your audience if you can't even connect with yourself? So think about it. You've got to start by you. You've got to know yourself first. Okay. All right. And that's how you do that. Make sure you surround yourself with people that let you expand, not those little people that don't want you shine your light very bright. You need to be around people that want to see you expand and thrive. And then, trust will come the more action you will actually take. That's the level up piece in my mentorship, by the way. If you don't want to do it by yourself, there's help available for you. Okay. Number 4, your challenge, step into your belief today. That's my challenge to you, okay? I want you to step into your belief. Right now, think of one thing, just one thing that's holding you back. Drop that in the comments for me right this second. I'll wait. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, no, never mind. I'm not going to wait. It's a joke. So yeah, just drop it in the comments right now. And then I want to challenge you a little bit further, because that's what I do also. I challenge my people so growth will actually happen. Take one action today on the thing, big or small, on something, big or small, one small action or a big action, either way. Take one action today. One thing that you have been putting off, and drop it in the comments and commit to it. Say, I am going to build this trust. I am going to put it down here. I am going to do it, and then do it, because that is the foundation of building trust. Okay, if this video spoke to you, or if you have recognized that you needed some help, that you wanted to have a bigger circle, a better circle of people that are here to encourage you and cheer you on, make sure you check out www.walkitfree.com/unite. Join that community. And if you need some help, drop me a note, help, or comment help below. I will send you my online course, and I will also possibly send you a link to have a one-on-one free session with me, so we can kind of talk about what your unique problem is. Okay? Talk to you all later. Bye.